It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Dragons' veteran running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Tonight we... Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. But you look at this defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call. It kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. We'll play.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, when we talked about the NFL moving into the relocation game, most people assumed it would be London, maybe Mexico City. Now, this capital city was one of the dark horse candidates, but folks here have shown already that they are football mad. Trust us, you should have seen the scene walking in, and I think this entire country is already getting behind this football team.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now back to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They get this out left. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good. 4-8.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Open man downfield is Davis.
And touchdown! A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Dragons get a bit closer. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
28. Dragons 7. Authors Carlson to kick off.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
First down, Detroit.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
10 more there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Fights through him.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Dragons 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. Street.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we have reached halftime.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
60 Bison, 19 Lion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Musgrave's got it out right.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
22 yards.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
21 yards. And Tokyo.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge.
After review of the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Now back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dragons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Lewis will get the handoff. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. They go play action here on first down. Now a diving effort, right sideline. He's got it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Back to throw now on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down, Lions.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down.
70 Lions. Go.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A couple there. And it'll be second.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's loose again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this touchdown from 13 yards out.
And the Dragons are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So it's safe to say that without it.
Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It got his man, complete.
Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown!
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Dragons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Lions.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that, They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now, and it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Up the middle here, it's Lewis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll try to run for it. Lewis.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dragons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw again. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
This is 1st and 10.
To throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last